What's going on, everyone? No, this is not another review on Highest to Lowest by Spike Lee and Denzel Washington, but instead, it's a video to give them their flowers. Watching the movie, which I did enjoy by the way, helped me to think about how far both of them have come in film culture and everything they have added to cinema. So here's a little small collection of my favorite works from both artists. And yes, if you have not watched any of these are all highly recommended.
Y'all the king's head.
Mo Better Blues. For everybody who likes the Spike Lee little jazz music that he uses in the background, especially during his dialogues, this one's for you. This is a whole movie full of jazz. Him and Denzel are both teamed up in this. And there's also a really good number of artists in here that you'll recognize, especially if you watch Spike Lee movies a lot. Hint, hint, Wesley Snipes. This movie is like a grown, sexy vibe to it. You got jazz clubs, you got Denzel trying to be tied between two women. It's a bunch of drama. It's really good. I love it. And if you do love jazz music, then you'll enjoy the music in it as well.
Look at me. Look at me, Blake. What are you looking at?
Jungle Fever, my favorite dialogue movie from Spike Lee. This movie is about a Black architect who cheats on his wife with an Italian coworker who actually is his secretary. There's a lot going on in this movie. The core of it is about interracial relationships in the 90s and how people navigated that from different races. Predominantly, we see Black people and white Italian Americans in here. But there's also a big scope on the crack epidemic and when it came to New York and how it's affecting people. And we see that with Wesley Snipes' main character, his brother, who is played by Samuel L. Jackson. And if you don't watch this movie for anything else, you have to watch it for Samuel L. Jackson and his scenes with Halle Berry because they're hilarious. And there is a lot of seriousness in this movie, but I'm sorry, there's just so many scenes where Spike Lee clearly wanted you to chuckle a little bit. But at the same time, he wants you to get the message of it.
And shit, know what I'm saying?
Where the fuck am I supposed to go? I know where the fuck I am.
Don't give a fuck where you go. Can't you skinny ass out the school? You up and motherfucker swing away from me.
Swing, motherfucker. That's cold
God damn
out here.
it. I'm trying to get some motherfucking money from my brother here. God damn it.
What do I
need
look
all
like a
this shit.
fool, motherfucker?
I do love this movie, and one of the biggest scenes is a group of women discussing interracial relationships, and they're all Black women and what it means for them to lose their men to white women during this time. And this was actually improvised. So definitely check out this movie. And yeah, it's a good one. School Days, doing the sexy. So yeah, if you know that song, it's definitely in this movie. But yeah, School Days is an 80s Spike Lee movie. Very good. It's about a Black college. You have kind of the same deal, similar to what we were dealing with in Jungle Fever, except this is Black people colorism. Light skin versus dark skin. And as we see, Spike Lee likes to throw in a lot of things in one movie. So colorism is the core of the movie, but we also are seeing the issues that happen with fraternity and sororities and what it's like to pledge. So that's also a big portion of this movie. It's really good. I love it. It's pretty much timeless at this point, and it paved the way for movies such as Stump the Yard and Drumline.
Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
All right, on to some Denzel solo projects. Flight is one of Denzel's absolute best performances, in my opinion. He plays a pilot for an airline who is unfortunately also an alcoholic. This vice unfortunately comes back to haunt him because there is a tragic accident on one of his flights where he does manage to save most of the people, but they still want to account for the people who were not saved. Therefore, there's an investigation put into the situation, and his alcoholism plays a prominent role in it. Denzel does an excellent job of looking like an arrogant drunk, basically the entire movie, and watching him go back and forth with Don Cheadle's character, who is supposed to be his lawyer, as some of the best scenes throughout the movie.
You have any idea what that's like?
I do. I heard the black box recordings last night.
Oh, you heard? So are you a pilot?
No, I'm not.
Then you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, do you?
Use on.
So I had a little back and forth in my head, and I couldn't pick which character I enjoyed Denzel playing more, which was his character Alonzo in Training Day or his portrayal of Frank Lucas in American Gangster. And I ended up going with American Gangster. Denzel is ruthless in this movie, and some people might love it for the gangster aspect and everything, but I actually pretty much hate the story behind this movie. Not that I hate the movie itself is excellent. But seeing that this man bought heroin into the community and he transported it in dead soldiers' caskets from Vietnam, yeah, that was absolutely sickening. But this is an excellent movie and historic gangster crime. Believe Ridley Scott directed this. Yeah, this is a gem. I love this movie. When the Levees Broke is a very haunting, in your face documentary that Spike Lee made about the Hurricane Katrina tragedy. I remember watching this as a teenager, and I don't feel like I grasped it as much, but then I revisited it again as an adult, and I absolutely wanted to bawl my eyes out on certain parts. Spike Lee is truly amazing for creating this and for telling these people's stories, telling the story of the whole incident itself, and essentially bringing up the question, was this preventable? Spike Lee actually has a follow-up documentary about 20 years later coming out this month on Netflix, and I encourage everyone to watch this movie. It can be very difficult at times, and if you're an emotional person and you can't see things like dead bodies and that, just be wary. But this is definitely an important story that needs to be told and heard.
5 storm. They built the levee system now to withstand a Category 3.
I woke up. My neighborhood had 20 feet of water.
I put my first granddaughter on the roof, turned around to get her 2 sisters, and she fell into the water and disappeared.
We survived Katrina. When the levees broke, that's what did us in.
No, you're saying I'm anti-white.
Malcolm X, one of the best movies ever created, one of my all-time favorite movies, and arguably probably the best work from both Spike Lee and Denzel. I love how much Spike Lee and Denzel humanize Malcolm X in this movie. I love that they showed his journey from childhood to his death. I love that they showed the changes that he went through, the struggles, the conflictions. This is just an excellent all-around movie, and this is an excellent story. I know a lot of people have their feelings about Malcolm X, and if you watch this, I can guarantee you will feel differently about him.
But I have eaten from the same plate, drunk from the same glass, and prayed to the same God with fellow Muslims whose eyes were blue, whose hair was blonde, and whose skin was the whitest of white. And we were all brothers, truly. People of all colors and races believing in one God, in one humanity.
All right, so I'm not even going to lie. After going through all these favorites, I'm trying to figure out which one I want to watch next. If you have any favorites from Spike or Denzel or both of them together, please let me know. And thank you for watching.